This week, 210 years ago, was the birth of Elisha Otis, the lumberjack who changed the world. At the age of 40, while Elisha was cleaning up the factory he worked at, he wondered how he could get all the old debris up to the upper levels of the factory. He had heard of hoisting platforms, but these often broke and he was unwilling to take the risks. He and his sons, who were also tinkerers, designed their own safety elevator and tested it successfully. They were onto something. Otis took the opportunity to make from his invention an elevator company. Initially it was called Union Elevator Works and later Otis Brothers & Co. However, to his disappointment, no orders came in. He was not able to convince even one person about the greatness of his product. It was the New York World's Fair that changed everything. At the New York Crystal Palace, Otis decided to do a visual experiment that amazed the crowd when he ordered the only rope holding the platform on which he was standing on to be cut. The rope was severed by an axeman and the platform fell only a few inches before coming to a halt. The safety locking mechanism had worked. Thanks to this experiment, people gained greater willingness to ride in elevators, which helped make present-day skyscrapers possible. Evidently, visuals play a prominent role in our decision-making. Indeed, Judaism has always taken a serious view of optics and visuals. For example, in Jewish law, evidence at court is only admissible if it was actually seen by the witnesses. Conjecture, assumption, analysis, and metrics count for very little, if anything. Evidence must be airtight and certain. It must be actually seen and witnessed. Optics and visuals are also recognized as powerful tools in education and inspiration. Creating a picture and any scenario to illustrate a point can be very useful and helpful. That's why a mezuzah on the doorpost reminds us about the difference between right and wrong more than any saying or teaching. A man with a kippah making a positive impression in the public arena touches people more than any lecture or class. Visuals work like this. That's why this week's Parashat is titled Reeh. See, the Torah is calling onto us. Don't just be Jewish in the heart and the mind alone. God wants us to visualize the inspiration and beauty of relating to Him and His directives, His mitzvot. Through studying Kabbalah and Chassidut, one is able to contemplate and meditate in a way where a beautiful image is painted, where all the optics associated with our faith are overwhelmingly positive. This, in a nutshell, is the call of the Torah Parashat Reeh, reminding us of our ability to conjure up and see a positive image, one which will help a person to rise ever higher on his or her relationship with God. But not only with God, we can do the same with personal relationships too. And now it's easier than ever after all these months of COVID. All we have to do is look back on the efforts people made, how nice, kind and considerate people were, and in many cases continue to be. Re'eh, see and look within. We really do have what it takes to visualize a beautiful scene. Shabbat Shalom.